Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the students and faculty members joining us today at Object Automation. We are delighted to host you today as part of your industrial visit. Industrial visits play an important role in bridging the gap between academic learning and real-world industry practices. They give students the opportunity to understand how the concepts learned in classrooms are applied in real business environments. We will be introducing to you our company profile, the kind of solutions we deliver, and how we work with global clients using modern technologies. We will also discuss the internship opportunities available for students who are interested in building careers in data engineering, business intelligence, chip design, and cloud technologies. Internships are a great way to gain practical exposure, develop industry skills, and understand professional work culture. We will be talking in detail about the various courses that we offer to students through online and offline modes that will enrich their knowledge and help them get placed in various companies. Another important area we will be sharing with you is our collaboration with technology partners and academic institutions. Partnerships with universities help us support students through knowledge sharing, training programs, and skill development initiatives that prepare them for the rapidly evolving technology industry.
So good morning all. My name is Madan Karthisan. I work as a tech lead in Object Automation System Solutions Private Limited. So this is our development center in Chennai. We have an office in California. That is our headquarters. So on behalf of Object Automation, I welcome all the students, faculty members. So Dr. Shobha, welcome ma'am. Thanks for coming for this industrial visit. I also welcome other faculty members. Dr. Loganathan sir, Mrs. Sagaya Sugita Sendula ma'am, Dr. K. Priya, Dr. Padmavati. So I thank all the faculty members of SRM Arts and Science College for coming to this industrial visit. So today, every session, we have two sessions. The first session, 30 students. So we'll be talking about what we do. So first 15 minutes will be about OA profile. So as a company, what are the things we do? In what ways it will be helpful for the students? Then we'll be having a presentation on Gen AI. So Mr. Raghu will be talking about Gen AI. So now, as a student, you know, be knowing AI. So machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, agentic AI. So you'll give more importance on Gen AI. So what are the things you need to know if you want to become a Gen AI engineer, AI engineer? Then I'll be giving some few tips, like we are partners of Microsoft. So Microsoft Azure, Microsoft Power BI, you know Microsoft is a very big company. We are partners of Microsoft. So what courses if we do? So we provide a lot of internships, projects, and also courses, so that you can upskill them and you can. That is a high probability of getting a job. So for this industrial visit, we are giving what are the requirements from the industrial side. So you must be getting knowledge from the college, but in addition to that, we need to fulfill some industry requirements. So those things we will be teaching you. What are things we ought to study. Okay. So first 10 minutes, I'll give you a brief introduction about what OA does. So here, as you can see, this is our logo, Object Automation logo. In addition to that, you can see there is a open power logo. So it is from IBM. So how many of you know IBM? How many of you know about IBM? International Business Machine. Can you put it in? Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll tell you. So like TCS, CTS, Capgemini, IBM is one of the pioneers. So it is a very big company. So it stands for International Business Machine. So we are tied up with IBM. Our CEO, Mr. Ganesan Narasamy, is a 30-year veteran of IBM. So he is the president of Open Power Foundation. IBM has a lot of non-profit foundation. So one of the foundation is Open Power. So what is the purpose of Open Power is? So how do you process data? Currently, we are processing data, correct? So now we are generating large amounts of data. To store large amounts of data, to process large amounts of data, we need server. So IBM manufactures server. So especially for CS students, EC students, EEE students, we are doing something called chip. So in everywhere, automobile, all of industries, they require chip. So now a lot of companies are investing in India. There is a more opportunity for people who become a chip designer, chip architect. So for this, there are some EDA tools. Those are all paid tools. So you know the difference between a paid tool and open source tools? Yes, sir. So there are open source tools, like for example, Anaconda, which you don't need to pay. But there are some tools like PyCharm and all. If you want to get an enterprise edition, you have to pay for it. Some of the things are open source. Similarly, there will be some EC students, EEE students, who will be using EDA tools for chip. So for the students of EC, EEE, and computer science students, IBM, Open Power, they are giving free access to open source tools. It will be helpful for the chip people. Okay, that is the open power foundation. So three things we mainly do. So one thing is research, then solution development, and establishing tech centers of excellence. So what is centers of excellence? So when you, for example, university and colleges, they require a lot of hardware, software. Since we are partners of various companies like Dell, HP, Microsoft, on behalf of universities and colleges, we procure the hardware and software and establish center of excellence. For example, SRM, Kataguntur, SRM, Ramapuram. So NIE, Shastra. So there are a lot of colleges, universities spread around the world. They need requirements. So as a pioneer of IT, they ask them. So what we do, we go to the various universities, colleges, establish center of excellence. We buy server, we buy various softwares. It is for the benefit of students. Okay. So I talked about Open Power Foundation. Okay. So now you can see I talked about center of excellence. So when you say the fifth one, SOE, COE, center of excellence. Center of excellence means establishing, procuring hardware, software for students, for university, for students, for on behalf of students, for universities and colleges. Then faculty development program. So there is a gap between the what industry needs and what. So there is a gap between what industry demands and what is the full requirement fulfilled by the college. So college level, the few things they will teach you. Okay. So in addition to that, there is something the market demands. So that can be taught, learned only by outside. So as an industry veteran, we go to various colleges. We provide training to the faculty members. So they regularly conduct faculty development programs. For example, cloud computing. So some of the faculty members, they may be theoretically going, but practically. So what do? We are Microsoft partners. So we train them on Azure. So like you can become a data engineer. You can become a data scientist. So for this, a knowledge of cloud is essential. Why cloud? The cloud, we have two benefits. We can store large amounts of data. We can process large amounts of data. So it is for this reason you have to know a few things on cloud. Okay. So one of the things we teach is FTP. So impart training to the faculty members. Then training programs. So people come here, like you are all from Arts and Science College. So engineering college, another that is a mandatory requirement. Third year, fourth year students, they have to do internship. So they come here during the month of May, June every year from students from Iran belt. They come here, they do the internship requirement, 15 day, 30 day on AI, cyber security, on deep learning, Gen A. So a lot of cloud computing. So any of the programs they do, 15 day, 30 day internship, paid internship, so that if they're fulfilling their university requirement, it is part of the curriculum, third year and fourth year. Then, so you're all doing UG. So how many of you are plan to study post graduation? So how many of you want to do post graduation? Yeah, you want to do post graduation. Which course you want to do?
MBA, sir.
MBA. Okay, very good. So you're shifting to management. Yeah. So always like people from BE, they do MBA. So BCA, they do MBA. So whenever you do an additional post graduation, it will benefit you. So you're getting your skills improved. So there will be you're gaining more knowledge. Okay. So okay, very good. So like this, people, as we can see, we are sending students to US and Europe. So for example, New York. So how many of you know New York? Okay, so there's an institute called New Jersey Institute of Technology. So we regularly send students to US to do their post graduation. So people from here, they do BE, they want to pursue MS, ME, MTech. So as an industry veteran, what we do of this organization, we process everything, starting from visa. So how much the fees cost? So what are the things you need to do? GRE, TOEFL, CGPA. So how much your CGPA should be there? So what are the extra things you have to do? So you have to take some English exams and all. So all these things we give you advice. Okay, so that the students get admitted in the university, they make a career in the software. That is part of the US Europe. So we're sending people to US as well as to Europe, Germany and all. So the three we do offerings. So one of this research solution. So people come here, they do R&D, engineering students, arts and science. They'll from the final year do a lot of projects, research and development. Then onshore, offshore. So this is our development center. So we have this is a 30-member team. So some people are there on the second floor. This is first floor, and we have resources spread around the world. So people are working from US also, California. Our office is in US. Okay, so now these are things which will benefit you. I'll give more information later. Now, when I'm talking about OA profile, I talked about internship. So people come here, students come here for internships, 15 day, 30 day, to fulfill that mandatory requirement, and also they want to gain knowledge. Some people come do internships for gaining knowledge. Then global AI and design, global AI and chip design. So three things we do: AI, chip design. I talked about chip design. So currently, in last month, up to last year, in October, we came to SRM Kadangutur, EC department. We conducted a workshop, a chip design workshop, a 3-day workshop. So we brought speakers from around the world. So Peter Rafti is a well-known IBM veteran. So he talked about chip design. So how chip means, I think so you must be knowing about chip. So chip we use in various industries, like in automobiles, that is things we use chip. So it was a 3-day workshop. We talked about how AI can be used in chip. So it was a chip 3-day chip conference. So here we must do in-person training. So people come here, not only students, also people who are working professionals, IT professionals, non-IT professionals. They want to advance their career, they come here in person, and also we do online training. So around the world, because of this online, it's able to impart knowledge to all the students. So these are three things: AI, HPC. HPC stands for high performance computing. Then chip design verification. So these are the three things we do. So research solution, it is AI and chip design. Okay. So these are our international key collaborators. So these are, if you can see here, University of Wisconsin, University of Oregon. So I'll talk about. Have you heard about this Oregon state? So there is a state like in India, we have Tamil Nadu. Similarly, in US, a lot of states are there. One such state is Wisconsin and Oregon. So why am I talking about this? We have access to University of Oregon, like SRM Kadangutur, Arts and Science. We have a MOU with your college. Similarly, we are tied up with University of Oregon. What is the benefit is when students enable for any Chennai course, other courses, we provide access to the server on University of Oregon. So what is the benefit of server? Can anyone tell me? Why do you need server? What is the purpose of server? That you can tell me. Whatever information you have, you can tell me. No, what is server? I come across this word server. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll give more information. Thank you. So servers, like for example, now when you want to process data or store data without laptop, desktop, it is not possible. So when you want to store large amounts of data, to process large amounts of data, we need server. So we are giving access to the University of Oregon server. Okay, so that is one of the benefits of people doing internship with us, courses with us. We are giving access to the server. So that access generally no company gives you. Okay, we are providing access to University of Oregon. So these are the companies: University of Wisconsin, University of Oregon, the Ohio State University. These are the top universities like SRM, Anna University, Shastra in India. These are some of the top universities in US. We are tied up with all these universities. Okay. So here, if you can see, like SRM Nagpur is there. So these are some of the institutions. So we are signed MOU with all this. Even SRM Kannada was also there. So SRM Namapuram, you can see. Yesterday, students from SRM Namapuram they came. First year AIML students, they came here for industrial visit. Around 60 students they came. They got same thing we explained to them. So what are the benefits you will get by enrolling in a course? What are the things you need to know? What are the things you have to do to get a job? Okay, to survive in this market. Okay. So now you can see we are NIE. So NIE is a company. NIE is a university in Mysore. Shastra. So can you tell me? Do you know any other colleges apart from SRM Namapuram? Yeah. Very good. So VIT is a very famous college. You have in Chennai campus. Our main campus is in Vellore. Apart from that, have you heard about any other colleges? Jain. Okay. So Shastra, I told you, it is a famous college. It is in Tanjavur. So PSL is in Tendikal. So not only we are providing services, offerings to students from Chennai, in other parts of Tamil Nadu also. like this PSNA, it's in Dindikal. Then JNTUA, it is at Jawaharlal Nehru Technology University, Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh. This NI is in Mysore, National Institute of Engineering. It is one of the oldest engineering colleges in India. Okay, so we are signed up with, these are the key collaborators. There is something called IBM Career Education Program. So as I told you, our Mr. Ganesan Ganasamy, our CEO, is a third-year IBM veteran. So we are tied up with IBM. So I talked about Open Bowl Foundation. It is a non-profit organization from IBM. Similarly, IBM is providing some courses for the benefit of students. It's called dual degree. So you're getting a degree. What is a degree? BCA. So if you do this, they'll give you a degree from IBM. It's a dual degree. Currently, we are doing this in DMA College of Engineering. Okay, for engineering students. So what is the benefit is, every semester you learn few things. First semester you learn Python. Second semester you learn Java. So what in these 8 semesters you will learn the courses which are of latest trend, cloud computing, data visualization. So all these things are part of IBM. The certification is from IBM. Okay. So you can see we can choose cloud computing, cyber security. These are some of the blockchain, big data analytics. These are some of the top trending courses. So these are technology and partners. So how can we do that? We cannot do it alone. So you are signed up with various partners like HP, Dell, Microsoft. So we provide a lot of webinars and workshops. So these are our special courses: machine learning with Python, quantum computing, cyber security, Azure. So tell me, have you used any of the cloud service providers? Anybody has used any cloud? Have you used any cloud? You are the final year. Have you used any? Because every company, every cloud service provider, they are giving you a free trial. I'll talk about this after the session. So I'll come to this. Have you used any cloud? Microsoft, Azure. Okay. So these are the softwares we use for our training. These are the softwares we use. So silicon chip means it is based on silicon. So this is our contact. Okay. So this is our contact. Is our CEO, Mr. Ganesan Rangasamy. We have a contact number in Chennai, contact number, California contact number. I'll show our website, company website, object-automation.com. So you can note it down. So anything you can always contact us through website, also phone. Okay, so we're happy to provide your needs, fulfill your needs. So last week I came to your campus, I met Dr. Sodama and also your dean. Okay, so we're happy to serve SRM Kattangadur and SRM Namapuram. So for the benefit of students, we are happy to serve. So any requirements, please ask us. Okay, you can always visit object-automation.com. You can see the contact numbers. So any questions you have? Okay, so now Mr. Rahul will be giving you a demonstration on GenAI. So GenAI, machine learning, deep learning. Now it has come to GenAI, agentic AI. He'll talk about what are the benefits of GenAI, what are the things we need to know about GenAI. Thank you. So I'll again after the speech, I'll talk about what are the courses you can do. I'll give you talk about Power BI, all these things, Microsoft Azure, all these things I'll talk about.
So good morning all. So which department are you from? BCA, Computer Science. Okay. So what do you know about AI? So what is AI? like what it does, how it helps us. What is the main purpose of AI? Why do we use that?
To create something which we can't be do with coding.
Sorry.
Some things we can't be done by us.
I can get. Okay. What which is not done by the human. Okay. So okay. So basic like definition, like AI is basically it can think like human, and it can do a work like a human. Okay. For that we'll be training them. Okay. So AI is of two types. One is traditional AI, and another is generative AI. Okay. Do you aware of traditional AI and what are the mechanism it covers? Are you like aware about that? Like what is traditional AI? So traditional AI mainly it covers upon the machine learning techniques and the deep learning techniques. Okay. So machine learning might have some algorithms like supervised learning, unsupervised learning. So likewise, many like all the like algorithms which comes under machine learning or the deep learning, those will be coming under the traditional AI, where we can using the traditional AI we will be analyzing the data, and either it will be used to predict or analyze based upon the like input data what you give. Okay. So like at 2017 Google released a white paper, so which is attention is all you need. Okay. So which basically gave the pathway for the generative AI. Okay. So actually Google came up with the idea with the like in deep learning we have a concept called transformer architecture. So basically which lead to the formation of a LLM model, which is what you use today as ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude. Okay. So when Google came up with this idea, they started with a model called BERT. So which basically helps us to like generate a text or like in a sentence format. Okay. Later only it evolved as GPT or Gemini, and today it evolved to many versions. Okay. So Gen AI is a like mechanism like where we use AI to create a new content. Either it could be of text, image, video, code, or anything. Now we can create using an AI. Okay, which looks like what the human has done as a work. Okay, you cannot like find the difference between the work between a human and the AI, what it does. Okay, so generative AI, it covers upon various topics like how it yeah, how to avoid a model into software application, and what are the prompting techniques we must use. And we have an important topic called RAG, and we'll be like you guys like you will be learning all them practical. It is good, but you need to translate them into industry ready skills based upon your theoretical what you learn. Then only you will be having some hands-on like practice, so you could explain them clearly about it. So uh, on talking of Gen A, one of the important topic is RAG, and like I will help you to gain a lot knowledge on project-based learning using this AI chatbot which we built for our like own company's website. Okay, so the goal is to build a chatbot which will answer you based upon only the contents which are available on our website and the internal documents. Okay, so main purpose of RAG is to answer the user query based upon the internal documents. Okay, so then the scope is to automate the workflow without the manual human support. So that was the scope of the whole project. Is okay. For that, we have used the technique called RAG, which is retrieval augmented generation. So what is going to be our outcome? So you're going to create or like a customer support bot without her human inference in between. Yeah. So for the front end, where you will be having like a chat icon to access of chatbot, we have used HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the front end, and we have used something called Fast API and Ajax Fetch. So basically, when the backend is running with the Fast API, it should communicate with the front end, right? So we have used this Ajax Fetch, which enables asynchronous communication with the backend. Okay, so that's how the front end full stack is built upon. And with the backend technologies, as I mentioned, we have used a Python framework, which is Fast API, which will be helpful in communication of backend like get, post to the front end. Okay, after that, the main technique which I said is RAG, which is basically retrieving content and giving to the LLM model for generation of the final output. Okay, this is the main purpose of RAG. So next is sentence transformer. Okay, so when it comes to GenAI systems, before I need to ask you guys a question. So do you think like these systems can understand like the normal language which we speak, or they need to be converted into any other form?
Machine language.
Say, what is the machine language?
Binary.
Binary, right? So we need to convert them into numbers, right? So for that we need a like assistant, right? So for that we need to use something called as embedding model. Okay, what this embedding model does is, this embedding model will help you to convert your normal text into numerical representation and represent them as vectors. Okay, so for getting the embedding model, we will be using the sentence transformer. It is a library. So next is FIAS. So FIAS basically it is a like in the normal day-to-day databases, what are the tools we use? Like normal database, what are the tools we use? What are the databases we use? MySQL, SQLite, MongoDB, right? So when it comes to GenAI, we have something called vector databases. Okay, so what this vector database does is, so when we create embeddings, right, we represent them as a vector. Vectors in the sense in the form of numerical representations. So we need to store them in the database, right? Where the databases like MySQL or SQLite, they don't they perform based on the keyword match or filtering or joining to tables. These are the main functionalities of these normal databases. But these vector databases, they are built upon an algorithm called ANN search. Okay, so what powers this vector databases is ANN search, right? So it helps you to manage all the data and get you with the retrieved content within a milliseconds. Okay, and FIAS is one of the open source vector database, and it is of a library based vector database. So you can access this FIAS vector database using either CPU and GPU. So it is a GPU accelerated vector database which helps you to get retrieved content within milliseconds. Okay, so next we have open router. So we need to have a LLM model. Like basically we need to have a ChatGPT or Gemini in our application for generating the final answer, right? So we need some LLM model. So how do we get them? We can go to OpenAI or on Anthropic. They can provide you with the LLM model through a API key, but they cost you based upon your usage, what you are doing in the application. So we need something of free, right? So free of cost until certain limit. So for that, you can go to this website called OpenRouter, where you can avail a LLM model based upon API key, and they provide you with a free limit till some like free tokens till some limit. So next, what we have is PDF Plumber and Beautiful Soap. So these PDF Plumber and Beautiful Soap, they are helpful in reading our PDF content and website, like what are the contents available in our website. So these two libraries are helpful in those. So next is front-end user interaction. So basically the front-end user interaction, how we designed the front-end interaction is, we have a floating icon like in the end of the website. So once you click them, the chat window will open. So where you can have the chat box, where you can chat with a chat bot, like you can ask questions based upon your website content or internet documents. It's going to answer you. So the backend processing flow. So first, like the first main step, for creating a chatbot is extracting your content, which is going to be of text. Okay, either it could be of your website, either it could be of your documents or your PDF. They needed to be extracted, and they should be pre-processed. Like, for example, cleaning. So you need to remove all the white spaces or HTML tags or like quotations, comma, like so on. Okay, so this process to be done at first. After that, we have another method called chunking. So chunking basically, it helps you to break your larger documents into half. Okay, so that's like it helps in processing those smaller segments to the model. When it comes to the embedding model, it processes that and stores them well in the vector database. So if you like, when it comes to the retrieval, like if you user asks something, what are the courses do you provide, like what are the courses do you offer, and I don't want the model to retrieve the whole paragraph of answer. Instead, I need specific answer from the model, right? Retrieve, right? So for that, we do this splitting, and next is embedding generation. So next, what I said, like using the embedded model, we'll be generating the embeddings, right? That the whole process of creating like embedding using the embedded model will be happening next. And after creating those embeddings, so each embedding will be indexed with some value. For example, first embedding with 0 and 1. So after that, they will be stored in a FIAS, which is a vector database. So why are we indexing, right? When it's come to the part of retrieval, it is easier to retrieve the content based upon the index. Okay, that's why indexing is important. When it's storing in the vector database. So next is RAG integration with the LLM model. So after that, how all this process, you need to integrate the whole process with the LLM model. So for that, you need you need to set up the like client for the LLM model. So in that, you need to give some system prompt. So like when it's come to prompting, so we have a few prompting techniques. So which we are going to like use in this chatbot application is few shots prompting. So few shots prompting, in a sense, you gives few examples to the model. So how, based on like the examples, it's going to behave on its own. Okay, so you don't need to like manage them all the way. Like you don't need a human in the loop to correct them all the ways. So if you give them few examples on how to behave, like it understands those examples and patterns, and it tries to behave in that self. So what this few shot prompting will be helpful is it reduces the hallucination made by the model. Hallucination in the sense, when the model cannot find an answer, so we don't need a model to create an answer on its own. Okay, so instead, like to avoid this hallucination problem, we will be setting up the whole system prompt. Okay, after that, the retrieval part. Okay, so now you are a customer, you are coming to our website and using a chatbot. Okay, so you are entering a query. So what are the services do you offer? So what happens now is the query will also should be converted into embedding, so the system could understand, right? So after the query is converted to the embedding, so this query will be sent to the FIAS, which is our vector database. Okay, we have some metric called cosine similarity. So with using which will be retrieving the content which are similar to this query embedding. Okay, so those retrieved contents will be sent to the LLM model after, like, with the question itself. So after that, the LLM will be generating your final answer. So this is how the whole RAG workflow will be. Okay. Yeah. So I hope this visualization will help you a lot. Where I did not like the workflow what I explained. So first we will be extracting the content and pre-processing them. After that, they will be sunk and will be sent to the embedding model, and later they will be stored in the file syntax. And file syntax means it's vector database. After that, when a user asks a question, they will be converted into embedding and will be sent to the vector database, and it comes to the LLM model, and you will get the final output in the front end UI. Okay, so this is going to be the whole workflow of this chatbot based upon RAG. Yeah. So here is the like quite example on how it will be looking when you are using the chatbot. So when you ask hi there, like the when you say hi, the chatbot, we have set up some thing with hi, how can I assist you? And you ask the question, do you offer do you offer offering internship with web development? And what it does is, like, it goes to the documents or the web content, what are the like things related to the web development. It retrieves them and it sends to the LLM, and finally the LLM, it produces the answer like this and gives you as the output in the front end. Okay, so do you have any doubts?
So you can ask any questions with respect to GenA. GenA in here. So this GenA is a evolving topic now. It's a recent one. So any doubts? Any doubts you have anything about AI, machine learning, deep learning, GenA, agentic AI? So this is the right time. You have come to an industry where we are making real-time projects. So you can ask any questions. So I want people to ask. So you have come all the way from Katakoto. I want all of the energy people, so final year students. So another 4 5 months. So how many of you want to work? So after finishing your graduation, how many of you want to work? So male students only want to work. What about girls? You want to work? So you all improve skills, isn't it? Ask questions. See, only by asking questions you can improve knowledge. There is no hesitation. Okay, always ask questions. There is no right or wrong answer. You want to, whenever you have a doubt, ask. So you should ask the right person. Who's the right person? Ask. Any questions on cloud, data visualization, BA tools? A lot of things are there. Cybersecurity, what I had to study. So we showed you cybersecurity. So he gave last week. You went to Billigal. He gave a 1 week, 1 week workshop on cybersecurity. So you can ask, what if I study what? Where will I get job? In which job title I'll get more money? You should have the curiosity. Ask the question. So who's your leader, class leader? Ask questions. Start from you. Start from the class leader.
Sir, is
Ask him.
IT field. They are telling IT field is going to be closed in upcoming future 5 years. Is true or false, sir?
What do you think?
According to me, it's
Do you think
true.
AI is going to replace us?
Yes, sir.
How do you say that?
Sir, for basically in our college we are using for all things we use AI.
Okay.
After that work also we are using AI. Though so then they need not to provide us
Okay.
salary.
Okay.
So they can use AI and they can develop this
Okay,
product.
I will give you a scenario. So, what I am going to ask you is a person who is going to use AI is going to replace you, or the whole AI ecosystem is going to replace you?
The person
Who uses AI well. So that's why you need to learn about Gen AI. And we are now agentic AI. Gen AI is like it is we are in agentic AI, and Gen AI is of something old now. We are all are in agentic AI. So make use of it.
So
Learn Gen
then
AI.
I don't know the correct person. CEO of company, he said only going to 5 years, then it will be closed. BPO, and then IT sector is going to be closed. So then I asked him that.
However, we need a human in the loop to manage all those AI. So who knows to handle this AI well is going to replace you. Okay. So I would like to say, like, learn AI. What is AI? What is Gen AI? What is agent AI? Get to know what are the skills you need to be the human in the loop. So no one can replace you.
Thank you.
So any other
Any
questions?
question? Yeah, what's your name?
Safra, Muhammad Safra.
Okay, thanks for asking. Yeah, so please, so this is the right time. So ask questions. You can ask me in whatever language you feel comfortable. So yeah, please ask question. No hesitation. So another 4 months you're going to search for a job. What are things you get for a job? One thing is communication. Ask this other. Talk. So all of them are your colleagues. So he asked a question about Gen AI. Will AI replace human involvement? He said no. Okay. So any other questions? We'll answer. We're happy to answer. Okay. So I think so. You have something in your mind. Please ask. So you're all BCS students, isn't it? So you should have more questions. You should have people and come. I'm going to an IT company. I'm going to ask a lot of questions. Common question you can ask. Okay, thanks, Arun.
Oh,
Thanks.
So it's going to give a demonstration. So this is the website.
so here we have the roadmap to become a Gen AI engineer. So what are the things you need to become a Gen AI engineer? Okay. So first you need to know how to access a model and use them in your application or whatever the software you're building. Okay. So for that you need a knowledge on how I can get a model through API key, or how I can download a local model into my system. Okay. So after that you need to know about prompt engineering. So when it's come to giving a prompt, not everyone, if I give a prompt and he's going to give a prompt, both will will be getting a different answer. Okay, so you need to know what prompt is and how a prompt helps to control the AI and get you good output of it. So you need to know about prompt engineering. Okay, and how well I can give a well structured prompt. What are the components do I need? So okay, so next is rack system, what I demonstrated right now. Okay, so it has all the backend flow as chunking, embedding creation, and indexing, storing in the vector database. Okay, these are all come under the rack system and the framework. So the framework which we use is LangChain, which basically helps us to maintain the workflow, or it has many features like managing your databases and creating the indexes. It has many features with the LangChain. And LlamaIndex basically helps you to manage your data by indexing them. So these are the few frameworks which you need to learn. And agents. So how we can implement an agent with the LLM. So how it will communicate with each other when we have multiple agents. How they plan the whole work which is given to that. How the reasoning will be happening. How the execution will be happening. So these are all the basic things you need to understand and get hands-on practical. So you can at the end you can be ready as a Gen A engineer. So you might be wondering, where can I get a knowledge of this? We do that here. We object automation. We do that here, not only for the students. Like many professionals, like from US or like in our Chennai, like Tamil Nadu, they come to us. Like they coming to us. They're asking like we need to upskill to maintain our position. Okay, so we need to learn about AI. So like many like 10 to 12 years experienced person is coming to us and asking whether we could upskill ourselves. So you can it is a like object automation is a right find for you for doing that upskill. Okay, so even someone who is with 10 to 12 experienced is coming now and getting like looking for that knowledge. So you are so young now, like you guys can get a hands of it right now, and you can get the knowledge of Gen A, and at a young age you can start get going. And we are still at the Gen A. We don't know how it's going to evolve after that. So I would say no, it's a like really early phase to get your hands on Gen A and get started. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Rahul. So, how many of you got interested in Gen A now? So, you talked about few important things in Gen A, like prompt engineering, agentic AI. So, how many of you got? How many of you do you have interest in agentic AI, Gen A? You should be having some interest in some field, no? In which field you have most of the people? Can anybody tell me? So, what is your interest? What's your name? Raja, what's your interest? In which field you want to become? No, when you talk about, yeah, I'm going to see now this is getting streamed in YouTube. I'm going to call some students. So they have to give feedback. So your face, your everything will be coming in the YouTube. Okay. So this is a nice opportunity. So whenever you get an opportunity, don't make use of it. Okay. So now here if you can see, you're talking about AI. So this is our website. So you can log into our website, object-automation.com, all the information. So what are the projects we do? What are the courses we offer? What are the things, internship, how we can get benefited by internship? All these things are available in this website, object-automation.com. I'm going to, since we are partners of Microsoft, I'm going to explain about two products of Microsoft. So how many of you know Power BI? How many of you have used Power BI? So how many of you have used Power BI? Can you put it in class? You not use Power BI? Can you put it in India? Okay, so Power BI is a BI tool. BI means business intelligence tools. Okay, so definitely I'll tell you there are a lot of openings for Power BI developer. So Excel, everybody would have used Excel, correct? So what is the use of Excel? You can enter data by having data, then you can visualize data using pie chart, bar chart, histogram, line chart. Okay, so each chart has a purpose. So now in Excel workbook, you have multiple sheets. Each sheet has around 10 lakh words of data. So we can store only around 10 lakhs. Now we are in the era of big data, where we want to store more than million. So what we do, we store them in database. Okay, so we cannot use Excel for database. So Power BI, I'll show you a picture. It is nothing but it's a dashboard. You have a lot of visuals. Okay, so we can have billions of data, and using the data we can create reports. Reports are nothing but visuals like pie chart, bar chart, all these things. So you should be seeing cricket match. There will be something run rate, scores, runs per over. There will be some chart. Why? Instead of raw data, they are putting this in a line chart. You will be able to understand clearly. Okay, so you know, so people who are interested in analyst. So there are three main openings: data analyst, data scientist, and anything else can you say? Data analyst, data scientist, big data analyst. Okay. Another thing is data engineering. So these are as a BCA students. There are a lot of openings for data analyst, data engineering, data scientist. Okay. So data scientists, they have to know Python libraries, machine learning algorithms. Then Gen A. Now it has evolved to Gen A, agentic AI. For data engineering, we have to know SQL. How many of you know SQL? How many of you know SQL? You don't know SQL? SQL is okay. Fine. So I suggest you now in the March, another 2 more months are there. So try to learn few things on SQL. Okay. So try to learn like you have a lot of SQLs, MySQL, Postgres, MS SQL. For all these things, SQL is a common language. Insert, create table, create database, insert. So it won't take much more than 10 hours, 15 hours. So I'll learn everything. Learn Python libraries, learn SQL, then learn some cloud computing. So now there is a lot of demand for cloud computing. I'll talk about Microsoft Azure. We are partners of Microsoft. So Power BI is free. You can download from the net, Power BI desktop. Okay. So if you download from the Power BI desktop, you can learn by yourself. We are also providing courses on Power BI, Azure Cloud, all these things. I'll just show you. So this is our website. So this is my Microsoft Azure. So Azure is nothing but it's one of the cloud service provider. So apart from Azure, have you heard about any other cloud service provider? Can you tell me any other name? Microsoft Services cloud service provider. There are some more cloud service providers. Can you name them? Anybody? Have you heard about? Yes or no? Okay, I'll tell. Microsoft Azure is one of the cloud service providers. AWS, Amazon Web Services, then Google Cloud Platform. So these are the top three cloud service providers. All the cloud service providers are providing a free account. Azure, they are providing a 1-year student account. So with your SRM account, you can create a free trial. You can practice. Okay. So you can upskill. We have to learn cloud computing, Power BI for data visualization. So some of the systems are free. Most of the systems are free. So you learn SQL, learn Python libraries, it will benefit you. So not only what are you learning in your college, apart from that, you have to learn what is the industrial requirements. So these are the industrial requirements. To become a data scientist, to become a data analyst, data engineering, we need to know SQL, Python libraries, cloud computing. So cloud is very essential. Now all data, all the industries, bank, healthcare, hospitals, everybody, they are moving the data to the cloud. So what is cloud? Any idea? I'm talking about cloud. Any idea about what is cloud? What is cloud?
Storage system.
It's a storage system. So where is it located? Suppose, so you would have seen YouTube. So you're seeing a lot of Vijay songs. All the Vijay songs, SRM songs. Where is it stored? YouTube data. You are watching YouTube, correct? So when you type something, you're getting some information. Where is it stored? The YouTube videos. They say cloud, which means that it is a server. A cloud is nothing but it is a data center. Like on-premise server, it is located around the world. It may be in India, it may be in US. So according to the region. Okay, so when you say YouTube, Google Drive, your data is stored in Drive. Cloud means it is stored in a data center. What is a data center? It will have racks of GPUs. Where you can have store data. So it will be like this racks. In library, you have racks of books. Similarly, you will have computing servers in data center. Cloud is nothing but it is a data center where you have racks. In each rack, you will have computing machines, servers. Okay. So first thing you have to understand all these things. So please make out this type. So you learn Power BI. I'll just show you. This is Microsoft Azure cloud computing. Okay. They are giving you a free trial. So create an account, learn some other things. Storage account. One of the important resources, storage account. How do you upload data to the cloud? So currently you're using C drive, D drive. You're creating a folder, storing data, storing files. Similarly, what you can do, here if you can see, there is something called storage account. In Microsoft Azure, it is called storage account. So here we can upload files to the storage account. Here I'm creating a storage account. I can upload files to my storage account. Okay, so it is in the cloud. Okay, so like this, there are many resources. So a lot of companies, they are moving the data to cloud. So here if you can see, I have created this is storage account. So please ask me in between, if you have any questions, ask me. What is cloud computing? So I'll also show you. You can see here, I have so much of files. So here if you can see, I have created so many storage accounts. Here there is something called container. Like in kitchen, what do? You have a container. You put food particles inside the container. Similarly, here we create a storage account. You have container. You upload files. So this is called data lake. Okay, when it comes to so data lake. Have you heard about the word data lake? Have you heard about data lake? Anybody? So you have something called data lake, database, data warehouse. Data lake is nothing but storage account where we can upload all type of data, structured data, unstructured data, semester data, YouTube files, video files, all these things. So you can see here. So as a student, you all the way come here. Thanks for your coming to Object Automation System Solutions Private Limited. We are happy to have you here. So please download Power BI Desktop, learn Power BI, learn cloud computing, learn some Python, learn SQL. So these are things you are supposed to learn. Okay, it may not be as part of your course, but as an industry veteran, I'm telling you, these are the things you have to learn. Okay, so this will help you get a job. Any questions you have?
During today's session, we introduced you to two important domains shaping the modern data-driven world: business intelligence, BI tools, which help organizations analyze data and make informed decisions; cloud computing, which enables scalable, flexible, and cost-effective technology solutions for businesses across industries. We hope this visit has given you valuable insights into how technology companies operate and how your academic knowledge can translate into exciting career opportunities. As students, this is the perfect time for you to explore, learn, ask questions, and develop the skills that the industry is looking for. The technology landscape is evolving rapidly, and those who continuously learn and adapt will always stay ahead. Thank you once again for visiting Object Automation System Solutions Private Limited. We truly appreciate your interest, and we hope to see many of you in the future as interns, collaborators, or even as part of our professional team. We wish you all the very best for your academic journey and future careers.